Hello folks and welcome back to Medieval Total War. I am Conostep and this is going to be part 5 of my early campaign where I am playing as Aragon. And if you're watching both of my campaigns here from Medieval Total War, then you would know that this campaign is going completely in the opposite direction of my Almohads campaign. Whereas when I'm playing as the Almohads, I've taken over pretty much all of Iberia at this point. With the Aragonese, I've only taken over Valencia, and I still own, of course, my home province of Aragon, and that's about it. So things have not gone quite as I imagined so far. I don't think it's quite over yet. I think that I still have a chance of turning this around. Something that I do like to remind myself with this campaign is that it is so large. I know that there's been times where, as the watcher, when I'm watching AI factions, there's been times where an AI faction seems like they're down and out. They have like 1 or 2 provinces left, and then they just come back somehow, and they're able to take over half the map. And obviously, I don't know if that can happen with a human player, because there's a thought in Total War games that the AI likes to hone in and beat up on the human player. I don't know if that's going to happen in this case. I don't know if that's going to happen in this game. But there is, still a chance I can, make a comeback here. It's still really early in the campaign. That's the thing. But there's going to have to be some changes being made here. So, for starters, I'm a small fish in a big pond. I'm surrounded by powerful neighbors, and I can't really make a move at this point in any direction. I've kind of lost a chance for quick expansion in any direction, really. Except maybe I can beat this in Castile, but I'll talk about this later. So the idea is that I'd get my trade going and try to make enough money off my silk here in Valencia so that I can eventually fund a couple mercenary armies, and then I can make a play for the throne of Iberia. So far, I haven't been making enough money off of my trade, maybe because I only do have one, trade item. Another thing that I did learn during this campaign is that ships cost more upkeep the further they are away from any home ports. So if I start off here, my support cost for ships is going to be 20 florins. This one's also going to be 20 for this one, and then it goes up to 40. It doubles. And then down here, a 60, and then down here, 80. So it does get quite a bit expensive as I'm going out here. Now, my hope is that so far my income is not counting these 3 ports that I, now am touching. So this end turn is going to be, it's going to be really telling to see what direction this early campaign is going to go in. If I'm making enough off of these 3 ports, because this could be a good grab for me. It could be. I don't want to. I'm trying not to get my hopes up here, but this could be really good. This could turn things around for me, because right now I'm looking at a deficit as far as income goes. I still have some in the treasury, and by some I mean literally 299 florins left, and I'm losing 89 florins per year now. So if this is able to put me in the positive, and not just positive, but if this is able to put me hopefully, up by a couple hundred a year, at least, then maybe I can at least continue hanging on for dear life here, and maybe I can use that couple hundred per turn to build up to having a decent treasury, obviously over the course of many, many years. The only thing that I, as far as like timing goes, that I'm kind of worried about is that I do want to get the Crusade points for taking Antioch at some point. If I look at my glorious achievements, I have until the year 1204, which is still quite a ways away, and looking at these sea provinces, I only need 1, 2, 3, 4 ships before I can border Antioch. If I'm building ships from 2 provinces at the same time, and it takes 3 turns to build each ship, then I only need 6 total years to build those 4 ships. So yeah, that's good news. I still do need to build a church so that I can eventually get the chapter house. And that's how I build the Crusade marker. It's kind of a funny thing. I mean, building a Crusade, that's how you do it in this game. You build the Crusade. It's an actual item that you take, and then you place on an enemy province, and then you've declared a Crusade on that province. I know, it's a 20-year-old game, so don't be too hard on it. It's just kind of funny, though, that's how you do it. You use a building as a tech to build another Crusade. It's just kind of a funny thing. But I'm not too worried about that. The church is going to take 4 years. It's really cheap, only costs 200 florins. And the chapter house, I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's only it's probably only going to be like 4 years or something. So that's not something that's really an issue. I still feel like I have a lot of time to do this, and when the time comes forward, I can, hopefully be in a position where I can quickly build up enough strength to go tank Antioch. So that's something to keep an eye on. In the meantime, obviously, it's all about this. It's all about this and what's going to happen here. Unfortunately, everyone is friends right now. The Almohads, the Spanish, and myself, the Aragonese, we're all allies. And there is actually a penalty for backstabbing an ally in this game, which is that you get -1 influence, which might be deterring all three of us from attacking. Now, it's getting to the point where if I click enter and I look at my finances and I'm not making enough money to make me happy, then I'm going to be put in a position where I have to make something happen. And by that, I mean, I need to potentially try to draw Spain into a war here. So the initial idea was actually just take Navarre itself, but I think I'm a little too late on that one. At this point, the Spanish have 7 units of Royal Knights, and they do also have a 4-tier Navarre, so that would be tough. I don't think I could win that, honestly. They do only have a 2-star general, which is their king, so that is trumped by my 4-star general. So there's that. I also will be getting another. This Prince Enrique, will be coming of age, in the next turn. So I will have 7 Royal Knights as well. Still, I just don't know. I don't know. That would be that'd be a really tough battle. Because I do have a more well-rounded force, then maybe I can pull something out. I just feel like that battle would be so bloody for both sides that we would both lose, essentially. And then the Almohads just have a free reign of whatever they want at that point. The other idea is this. I attack the Almohads itself. I attack Castile and hope that draws the Spanish into the war on my side. See, what happens is when 2 of your allies engage in war, then you have a choice. You have to pick what side you want to back. You can't be friends with both of them. And what that allows you to do is that allows you to break alliances without losing influence. And that could help the AI make their decision here. If they, are given the choice, me or the Almohads, they very likely will support me because I'm also Christian like they are. Hopefully, I really am hoping that would be the case. And then they wouldn't lose influence for attacking the Almohads because that alliance would be over. And that would give, I would be able to hopefully get to this 7 units of Royal Knights pointed in a different direction other than myself. Because right now, that looks terrifying. So the idea is I would attack Castile, hopefully take it, and then I would be put in a position where I would have to siege them out of the castle. I would just retreat at that point, and hopefully, Spain would take Castile once it's weak, and, obviously hope it's still belonging to the Almohads, because I don't want them to, start a war with me. I want them to start a war with the Almohads. So at that point, once I've given basically Castile to the Spanish, hopefully they just kind of turn south and start aiming this way. Go for Cordoba, go for Granada. There was a thought that I could swing my forces down here and take Cordoba because it's rich, and obviously it's very lightly defended as well. There's like nothing here. It's just a unit of Gulan bodyguards and a camel archer. The thing is with Cordoba is that it can be easily reinforced, not just from Granada, but also Morocco as well. There's this little line here that indicates that you can actually reach Cordoba from Morocco. And in Morocco, there actually is a few troops here. There's actually 3 units of Gulan bodyguards, including the king himself. And at that point, if I took Cordoba and then they would just like attack me with Morocco, Granada, and then like a stack from Castile come down as well, I would just lose everything. So that's probably not the best idea. I feel like going for Castile would be the best option right now. So that's what I'm going to be going for. Okay, so there's another issue. As if this wasn't enough, as if my economy and my potential enemies isn't enough issues. I'm also having family issues, which is that my old king hasn't given birth to any sons yet. And it's funny because I read this while I was on vacation and then I completely forgot about this. Here's why. There's a 6-man cap on heirs. And in this case, all of these heirs, they're all brothers. They all came from the same father, which was the original king for the Aragonese faction in this campaign. So right now, the king, my king, is brothers with everyone that is of age: Prince Felipe, Prince Fernando, Prince Garc, Prince Ferdinand, Prince Pedro, and then Prince Enrique. Now, there's no cap on princesses. They can just keep coming and coming and coming. But I can only have 6 male heirs. There's a cap on that. I don't know why that's in this game. It's really dumb, because what happens is this. I'm pretty sure, now I'm not, I haven't played enough of this game to know this for sure, but I think what would happen is this king, since he's not going to give birth to any more sons, I mean, he hasn't given birth to any at all, but even though he's married, that's why, because there's already a six-man cap on heirs. Now, you might think, okay, that's not such a bad thing. You have plenty of options for, the bloodline to continue. Here's what I think happens, though, is that as soon as a king gives birth to a son, say this man, my king, Prince Sancho II, say he dies at the age of 60, which I think the age of 60 is when there starts to become a potential for people to die of old age just kind of naturally, either by, old age or by sickness or whatever. So say he has 11 years before he starts to have a chance of dying. What happens at that point is that since he has no sons, his eldest brother would become the king, which in this case would be Prince Fernando. So in 11 years, Prince Fernando was going to be 56, and the question then is that since he would become king, that's going to leave a second, or that's going to leave a slot for that 6th heir to come in, right? So he will have the potential opportunity to have a son. Now, Prince Fernando is not married, and I'm thinking at this point, I need to keep it that way. If I keep Prince Fernando unmarried and childless, then hopefully he dies as well without, having any children. Because at this point, if Prince Fernando, say he's 56 when he becomes king, just, theoretically, right? And say it takes him a year or two to get married, and then another year or two to have a child. So say he's giving birth to a child when he's 60. Well, he's not going to live long enough for that child to become of age, but I'm pretty sure that even an underage heir becomes the heir over all of these other, brothers that are here. I think this list gets reset, and they all just become like uncles, and that, that heir presides. That's my guess anyway. That's what I understand. That's from what I understand. I haven't experienced this myself. I just don't know. So the idea is, I really hope these 2 eldest people, King Sancho II and his eldest brother, Prince Fernando, I just hope they both die without having children. Now, there's a good chance of that for Prince Fernando. The fact that he's going to be so old by the time he does become king it's good for me. But what that means is, who's next? So, Prince Garc, right? He's the 2nd eldest brother, or the 3rd eldest brother, but the 2nd eldest, who is not a king. And in this case, what would happen is, he's 33 right now, so he's not necessarily that young either. What happens in 15 years, by the time his 2 other brothers are potentially maybe dead, he's going to be, 48? And 48's not too young either. So, what are we talking? 2 years before he finds a wife, and then another 2 years before he maybe has a kid? I'm not sure, but maybe, let's say he's, I'm already losing track. 52 maybe by the time he has a kid? Yikes. In that case, he better live until he's 68. So that's kind of scary. So that's why this is all really scary stuff. I don't know how it's going to work out. I've talked to you through my understanding of it, and that's about it for that. What that does mean is, I don't want this emissary looking for wives anymore, because cancel this mission. I do not want wives anymore. I want my emissary just to kind of hang out, and I don't know, what do I want him to do? I haven't decided yet. What can I do with him? I don't know. I can't bribe anyone, so I don't know necessarily what I want with him, but I'll think of something. Actually, you can come down here. He'll hang out in Algeria. He can spy on the Almohads for me. As you can see, I do have my princesses spying on all of these other provinces here, which is really helpful. I like having that option. In fact, I should probably have... I got another princess. I may as well move her down... Yeah, Tunisia. Why not? Hang out. Just spy on all of the Almohad provinces. That sounds good. So none of my... Let's see. Princess Normandy. What are you doing? You're looking for... You're trying to wed one of the French. Okay. Why were we doing that? Is it just because they're my neighbors, I think? I think that's the idea. Oh, yeah, because they're not... No, they are still at war with the English. Okay. Interesting. I don't know. Maybe I was just choosing... I was going to choose the French over the English, which is fine. I'm okay with abandoning the English at this point, because the French are looking kind of powerful. I mean... They don't have great armies as far as composition, but like they have a lot of hoplars. It's a decent light cav unit, very strong charge, good defense. So there's a lot of them. I mean, it's not the best armies, but like, you know, it's a lot. I don't know if I could deal with that. So in any case, yeah. So there's not really. I don't think I'm going to do anything. Honestly, I think I'm just going to kind of sit here and. You just, yeah, cross my fingers and hope that this makes me a lot of money over here. So, yikes, yeah, this is pretty scary stuff. So let's just drop a little save. Not that I did anything, but let's end this year. And I will be getting my new Glorious Achievements score during the year 1125. So there's that to look forward to. But mainly it's all about my economy. That's all going to be about the economy and seeing what happens here. So... Yep, got another heir. That's another 62 florins I need to pay. And, yeah, okay. Looks like the King of France has declined my marriage proposal. That's fine, I guess. And let's see. So this man is a deep thinker. So this man's ability to think clearly about any problem gives him insight denied to ordinary men, but perhaps at the cost of unquestioning faith. -3 piety and +3 acumen. I'd say overall that's a pretty gosh darn good one there. And then Prince Enrique, yeah, so he prefers young boys rather than young women. This is something that doesn't matter right now, but it's because it's a secret. It's a secret perversion. Once that the word gets out that he likes boys rather than young women, then he will lose piety. But right now it doesn't really mean anything. I used to think that meant that if you have a king with this, then they're not going to have children. That's not the case. That's not something that you have to worry about. It has nothing to do with this. It's just all this has to do with his piety once people find out about it. And then killer instinct. So he has a talent for killing, making him quite effective on the battlefield and discomfiting those who stand against him. +2 valor, +1 dread. Not bad. That's actually pretty good. And there's my homelands. So just scored another 5 points. So probably in last place here. If I check this out. Yeah, I'm down there. Spain somehow is less than me. It's just crazy. Their homelands objectives are so whack. Okay, yeah, so let's check out what we're all waiting for is... Oh, God, this is not good. Oh, man, so it got worse somehow. Projected profits is -105. God damn, like... How, why? How and why? How do I find out how much money I'm making off of this? Like, can I tell? Is it in my finances tab and then go to Valencia, perhaps? So I'm making... Okay, so this does tell me. So I'm only... Gosh. So total, I'm making 258 income. So I'm making 43 florins per year based on each port that I'm going to, it looks like. So what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So is that true? So okay, so province is 1, then 2, 3, 4. Am I not trading with Sicily? Oh, I see. It's because they already have silk. Oh, because you can't export... an item to a place that already has it. Right. Oh man, that really bites me in the ass. Okay, so I'm not making money off of Naples. Well, they don't have a port anyway, but if they do have a port, then I can't trade with them. What that means is, so yeah, I'm not making money off Venice. I am making money off the Papal States. And then I am with Sardinia, and then I am with Corsica. I am not with Genoa, and I am with Provence. Okay, man. Oh, man. So that's kind of complicated. Greece also has silk. Jesus, is Greece just like, is silk just like worthless? Crap. Okay, well. Huh. Do I need to send my ships in the other direction then? Like, that's not something I really wanted to do, but do I need to go somewhere that doesn't have silk? At this point, I don't know if it might be too late. Jesus. I mean, I could scrap all my ships and just make back the money from the upkeep. That's one idea. You know, I would actually have an income at that point, but then the question is, you know, would I be able to have enough ships to get to Antioch on time? The other idea is to go in the other direction, but you don't make money off of provinces that you're at war with, and I plan on going to war with the Almohads pretty soon here. So, man, okay, wow, that's a blow. Let's see. Could I actually? How many boats do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 7 boats, and would I actually want to like try going around Iberia and going in this direction? How about that? Because I don't want to go to war with the Spanish like right away. I want to, you know, be their friend for a little bit at least. What about Portugal? Do they have silk? No, they do not. So I could trade with Portugal and Leon. Leon does not have silk. Castile, if it's taken, well, they don't have a port right now, but they do have silk. Yeah. Navarre does not have silk, so I could trade with them. So what would this take? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I could get up to here and potentially trade with Brittany and then Normandy and Flanders. So that's going to be the question is that going to make me more money? I'm not sure. Well, if I did wrap around Spain, I would be trading with 6 ports as opposed to the 5 that I'm currently trading with, and I don't know if that's going to make that much of a difference, to be honest. In fact, I mean, that's a potential 6, because I don't know what these provinces are trading. If any of them have silk, then that's a no-go. Man, okay, so yeah, that's given me something. I think what that means is I have to attack Castile, and I have to try to force a war between myself, well, obviously myself, but the Spanish and the Almohads. And yeah, this is kind of all in right here. This is kind of all in. The forces in Castile that belong to the Almohads are not super strong. They are somewhat numerous. There's not a lot of Gulam bodyguards. There's only this one family member right here. And it's only 1 command star, so it's not, you know, not great, honestly. -2 command. He does give +2 morale. Okay, that's an issue. Okay, +2 morale is tough to deal with. That means that this army is not going to necessarily break right away. However, as far as the army goes itself, I mean, Almohad Urban Militia, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4 units of Almohad Urban Militia. That's still a bit to deal with. The fact that it's 2 stacks, though, makes me think that I won't have to face all 4 Almohad Urban Militia all at once. I'll probably have to face just one of these stacks at a time. And let's see, there's 4 archers in this army, another 4, so that's 8, 9 actually. And then, let's see, 1, 2, 4 units of camel archers. Gosh, that's a lot. And then, in addition to that, we're looking at 3 units of javelin men. Let's see, 2 pole arms. And then 1 spearman. Gosh, the fact that they only have 1 spearman out of this entire 2 stacks here really does say something. And these spearmen, these are kind of a weird unit. The Muwahid foot soldiers, it's a good unit, don't get me wrong. It's really high morale, good attack. Bonus first cav, obviously. However, unlike most spearman units, the Muwahid foot soldiers only have 60 men in a unit as opposed to the 100 that most spearmen have. Now, the idea is this is more of an attacking / flanking / cav fight support unit more than it is like a frontline unit. Still, they will get the job done versus a cav, and frankly, since I only have Royal Knight units myself with 20 men in them, I would say that a 60-man unit of Muwahid foot soldiers will do the job just fine. So, but still, there's only one unit of them, and that makes me think that maybe now is the time to strike. Oh man, I just do not know. Let's see, at least I do have 7 units of Royal Knights, so there's that. And the bad news is my king, he's strange, so he has -1 morale to his army, I think is what that means. So, man, oh man, that sucks. The thing is, maybe, just maybe, fingers crossed, a couple of these elderly family members of mine might die. Now, I'm not going to go for that on purpose, but that is a potential thing that could happen. I think I have to go for it. I really do. I mean, I really hope that that will draw the Spanish into this war. In addition to that, obviously, I will have less upkeep from the soldiers that I lose in this battle. So there is that as well. And yeah, hopefully, that gives the Spanish a target for their 7 units of Royal Knights. Not to mention their freaking 15 units of Genites. They have so many Genites. Yeah, that's pretty scary. So I would love it if the Spanish got involved here. That's really what I need, and I think that that's what I'm going to have to go for here. So let me just take some final looks around at my provinces. Let me just take a moment and think about this before I actually go all in. Well, I guess there's not much to think about. Let's look at my influence and check this. So I have 5 right now, so I'm assuming that I'm going to go down to 4 once I break this agreement with the Almohads. Now, the good news is, if I do win this, I can potentially, since I do have 7 units of Royal Knights, and they don't have a huge cav presence, so they just have their 1 unit of Gulan bodyguards and then 4 camel archers, and that's it. So the good news is that hopefully once I break them, if I break them, I should be able to run down and capture many of their men, and then I can ransom back those men to the Almohads and make a bunch of money back. So that's the idea there, and yeah, that's a positive. So hopefully that helps out. I think I just got to go for it. I really do. I think I got to go for it and hope that the French don't backstab me and take Aragon. I know they are at war with the English, so hopefully they are more focused on that. And yeah, let's go in here. Declare war. Yeah, let's break this alliance. Sorry, guys. And let's bring in these units as well. Just leaving my peasants here in Valencia and Aragon. And yeah, that's I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else for me to really do here. Oh, jeez. Yeah. Yep. Let's just drop a save and see if I can win this battle. And please, Spanish, please come and help me out. Looks like the Almohads did reinforce. So yeah, they have quite a few more soldiers than I do, a few hundred at least. Yeah, they only have the 1-star general. I have a 4-star king. But he does give extra morale, so that is good for him. So I'm going to get my army grouped up here. It's going to be a question of, do I actually want to send all 7 units of Royal Knights in my first wave? And I think the answer is yes. If I'm looking at what they have... So they are going to bring all 4 units of Almohad Urban Militia in the first wave, and that would be scary, like you would think that's terrifying, but you know what? They can't hold up against a charge from Royal Knights. They will crack. Hopefully that is. I mean, obviously they will be getting that morale boost from their general, but hopefully I can overwhelm that front line. I mean, is that what I'm going to do? Am I just going to do like a classic medieval, like in the Hollywood movies, like a classic frontal charge with all of my heavy cav into their lines? That might be just what I do here. Now, I do need to try to find a way to put pressure on their back lines as well. If their three units of javelin men just have free reign to throw javelins into my Royal Knights, then that's going to hurt a lot. In addition to that, if I let their 4 archers and their 3 camel archers just, stand there and shoot at me, that's also going to hurt. In addition to all of that, I do need to try to find a way to use my infantry to single out their unit of spearmen so that he's not attacking my knights. So I might want to go for it and send all 7 knights, or I might want to, keep some in reserve. I'm going to have to think about that for just a hot second here. Here's what I'm feeling. I don't need these javelin men because they are essentially just used for killing knights or, armored soldiers, so I don't really need them since I'm just going to be using my own knights to kill their Gulan bodyguards. So let's leave the javelin men out of that. That puts me at 6 units of Royal Knights. I'll have 1 more left, and do I want to bring him as well or leave him in reserve? I might just leave him in reserve here. Just the one guy. Who is this, by the way? Prince Gark. Oh, yeah, that's the one that I kind of want to live. Or not. Let's see. Where's it? One of the younger guys? Prince Enrique. Let's put him. Let's put him in here. There we go. Now we have Prince Enrique. I'm pretty sure he's one of the younger ones. In this way, I have my king fighting, and then Fernando, I believe, is here. I think he's one of the eldest, and then Gark as well. So. Not saying I want them to die, but if they do, they're right there. And that leaves me with 4 spearmen, 4 archers, and 2 units of urban militia. My infantry would absolutely get diced to pieces if they get into contact with these Elmhead urban militia. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Let's get into this battle. Let's see if I can pull this one off. Okay, this is interesting. So it looks like my general is going to be... Let's see, where is my general? So my general is right here, right? So he has this different little banner. He only has 20 men in this unit of Royal Knights. Now, the King's unit is going to be this one unit that has 21 men. And as you can see, he is not the general. So that -1 morale that's applied from my king being strange, I guess is not going to be applied right now. That's really interesting. And Shogun the Daimyo is always the general, even if he's the worst commander. And in this case, it looks like my general is this guy that has Valor 6. I wonder who that is. Ooh, I don't know, but interesting. Okay, well, I'm fine with that. That should be good for me. I don't know how many command stars he has because I was counting on my general or my king leading this army, but hopefully he has at least 4 because that's what my king had. In any case, I will have to get my guys grouped up here as soon as we start this battle. Let's see, they're all there. So I'm going to have Elmhead, or not Elmhead, I'm going to have my urban militia in the front, and then spears and ooh, whoa. We got some guys right away here. Spearmen and then archers off to my flank. Okay, wow, they are right up on me. So let's just get formed up as fast as freaking possible. In fact, it is a little bit tempting to charge them out of that forest, but I mean, they have spearmen in that forest, so I don't really want to do that. So let's try to get my guys grouped up as fast as possible here. And this is why it would be wonderful to have my guys, formed up, or be able to form up my guys in the beginning of the battle, because right now, this is really awkward. We have, let's see, Elmhead Urban Militia coming out of the forest, and then Spearmen, Gulan Bodyguards coming from that way as well. Archers are that way, so let's try to get... Yeah, my guys are still coming into position, so we have to, really reform here. So you go here, and then let's just swing around my entire army like this, and then maybe you guys stay here on this side. Looks like I'm actually being attacked here, so... That's going to give me a terrain advantage, so that's nice. Looks like they are taking pot shots at my general himself, so that's a little bit annoying. So he's doing some damage. I have my archers going to start shooting at his desert archers here. And let's see, spearmen and then the Elmhead Urban Militia are in the forest. And hopefully we can start winning this skirmish engagement here. let's see, they're doing, oh man, they're doing a ton of damage to my urban militia, actually. So you guys go in loose formation if you're going to get shot at. I'd rather, let's see, like that. And let's bring this archer unit over as well to try to help win this little engagement against these archers, because if I can just kind of hang out on this hill and make them come towards me, that would be totally fine, I would say. And perhaps instead of wasting arrows, maybe I can actually just kind of send my knights. I know it's a little bit dangerous because they are at the edge of this forest, but maybe, just maybe, I can send these guys out to just kind of clear out these desert archers right away and force them to kind of bring their infantry up out of this forest. If I can do that, then I can start getting shots in on them, and I won't have to keep wasting arrows on these desert archers. So, looks like I'm going to be able to run down those guys. Is there any response from the rest of the army? Not really. The rest of the army is being really passive right now, just trying to hang out in this forest, which is totally fine with me. Now the camels want to come down and help out, and we already have routed these desert archers. So let's try to get my knights back here. You've done a good job. You've basically routed off that unit of desert archers. Now, unfortunately, these two archers on my side over here are pretty much down to half arrows, but that still should be, like, enough, I suppose, to, you know, do a bit of damage to some Elmhead urban militia. Now they want to bring their camel archers up, and I can take this engagement for sure, because my foot archers will easily win a skirmish engagement against their camel archers, just because, you know, big targets, big camels, they're going to be taking a lot of casualties to my archers. They don't have really good armor, and so that's good as well. I can actually probably move this archer over as well. He can help out fight this. And yeah, they're bringing in their more desert archers as well. So I think if I can clear out these camel archers, then what I would like to do is send my cav. Let's see, where's my cav? These guys, along with my general, who's not my king, and he can just charge down the center as soon as I thin out these camel archers. I don't want my cav fighting their camel archers, at least not until they're thinned out quite a bit. But yeah, once that's taken care of, I can just send these guys down there to clear out the rest of these desert archers. In fact, actually, you know what? I think, actually, let's go for it. Let's send my urban militia to kind of screen out like this, and maybe push back these camels, and then let's send my center group of knights forward like this. Just to, maybe we can at least grab 2 units of desert archers and kill them. Yeah, like you go here and kill you, and then you go here and then kill you. So I'm going to focus on killing the foot archers. I'll leave my archers to shoot their camels. That's totally fine. And I want to see if there's going to be any response coming from the forest. Still nothing yet. Okay, well, that's going to give me an opportunity just to kind of, you know, get more kills here. Ooh, you know what? I just realized another idea that wouldn't be the worst idea in the world is to actually just treat this like a river battle in Shogun 1, where I just kind of go in, do as much damage as I possibly can, and then plan on coming back. Because at this point, I don't really need to take Castile. I'm only doing this to start a war and to do damage to the Almohads. What I really want to do is try to get the Spanish involved and, you know, do that by weakening the Almohads here in Castile. I don't really want to take Castile. I want the Spanish to do that. So the only issue with retreating from battles is that you will, in this case, like, I don't know if it would be my king or my general. I'd assume it'd be my general, but he would actually take a, he would have some sort of a trait that would end up being bad. Like he would, I don't know, it'd be like coward or, I don't know, something like that. He'd have a bad trait from retreating from a battle. So that obviously would be bad, but, you know, I don't know if I really care too much about that. I think it's going to be more important for me to consider the actual grand scheme of this campaign right now, which right now I think is going to involve getting the Spanish involved in this war. So now it looks like there's going to be some movement. Let's see, I want these guys to come back, please. You and you. Come back, please. Don't go too far out. And yeah, I want to see like if we can get this force. Looks like there's at least 3 units. I think maybe all 4 units of Almohad Urban Militia are hiding in that forest. And that's why I don't want to go in there and fight them, because I need my horses to fight them. And if my horses are going to fight them, I need them to fight out in the open and not in the forest. So Looks like I'm pretty low on ammo all across the board, honestly. So that's not great, and that's kind of what got me thinking along the lines of maybe what I do is inflict as many casualties as possible and go in and fight this one again. Because I think I could do that. I think with enough ammunition, I could win this in 2 battles, if it comes to that. That is, if the Spanish don't get involved. Now I've reached a point where most of my archers are out of ammunition, so I'm going to send them back and try to get some more reinforcements coming in. I'm still undecided on whether or not I actually want to play this one out, but right now I'm going to treat it like I am, because it would be nice to actually run down and break this army and capture a lot of men. Right now I've only captured 48. I would like to capture a lot of them, because if I can force a situation where the Almohads have to pay to get a lot of their men back, then I can get a nice chunk of money. So there is that. That is an idea there. So these archers still have a little bit of volleys left. They're going to come in here and shoot at these units, and once these units are off the field, I can get the rest of my army in, which is going to be my 7th unit of Royal Knights. In addition to that, I will have 2 urban militia and 2 javelin men. I won't be able to get all of them in. I would say I'm going to get all of them except for 1 javelin man, I think. Now I am at the point where I just have to wait for the rest of my units to come on, and I think I would be ready at this point to make a charge down at them. I've done a lot of damage. The kill ratio is heavily in my favor. Obviously, their strongest units are still pretty healthy, and they are bringing on reinforcements as well. But at this point, I mean, it's the Allied Urban Militia, right? Those are the scariest units. It looks like they actually might be marching out at me. Okay, you know what? I'm fine with that. I'm okay with that. So let's get my units ready to go here. Like, you come around the side on this side, and then over here, you guys like get ready to flank on this side as well. And let's see, archers, you're out of ammunition, so you send you back and try to get some more. My center obviously is super weak right now, but so the Muwahid foot soldiers, these are the spearmen. Their Murabitan infantry are the javelin men. It can be a little bit confusing, but because I have played as the Almohads, I know a little bit about this army here. Urban militia, they should break, even though they are armor piercing. There should be pretty weak units. And then, yeah, it's mostly going to be just about, like, not taking javelins to the face from the javelin men, you know. And the Muwahid foot soldiers, yeah, those two, they're actually pretty scary as well. I would like to get an engagement on them with potentially, like, 2 of my infantry units ganging up together. Like a unit of urban militia plus a unit of spearmen together might be enough to try to take them out. We will see. And are they actually going to attack? I can't quite tell. They keep shuffling around, and I don't know. I can't really tell what's going on right now. It looks like they were going to be advancing up the hill now. Okay, cool. I was actually just tempted to bring some of my knights out in this rear and try to like chase down some units that are coming in from the back. But I might need my knights here and now. So I do have some reinforcements coming on eventually. Yeah, they're working on it. They're going to get here eventually. But this the battle's going to be joined here. It looks like. I mean, it looks like they might want to push up here. They don't really have much in the way of archers. They do have some archers here that should have full ammunition. Other than that, though, they don't have much in the way of range. So I mean, they do have the javelin men as well. They keep shuffling around. I can't tell really what they want to do here. You know what, if these archers keep wanting to back up here, I might just send a unit of Royal Knights to go chase them down. In fact, I can send a unit of Royal Knights to chase them down, and these javelin men here, these Murabitan infantry. Yeah, I can potentially get 2 units for free right there. There is some peasants coming up, but I'm sure that my 2 units of Royal Knights could beat those peasants just by themselves. So yeah, that's going to be the idea there. Maybe just get a free pick on a bunch of units like that. And then if that's the case... So like down here, okay, so let's see, get a charge here, and here, and let's see, you guys come down here actually. Spearmen, where do I want you? So we should hopefully break those. Okay, so the Muwahid foot soldiers are coming into contact with my knights, so that's really scary on that side. Let's bring my urban militia down here to try to get a flanking charge on these Almohad urban militias there. Because, yeah, my spearmen, you need to help out, guys. Go in there, like, right now. And what about down here? Looks like these Royal Knights are fighting off against, yeah, these units. So that should be good. I should be able to get a lot of kills on all of these units here. And how are we doing here? This is going to be the real epicenter. Urban Militia, you need to like come in here and try to flank this unit of Muwahid foot soldiers. Yeah, Cav are losing a lot of guys, but you guys can come in here and try to destroy all of those units there. That could be really good. The Gulen bodyguards are coming in right now, so let's try to get my guys to come down here and collapse on their guys there. And let's see, over here, looks like my Royal Knights are causing havoc. That's wonderful. That's what I like to see. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Ooh, I did not see that. Okay, that is not good. So let's get Spearmen flanking on that way, and then Urban Militia flanking on this way. And what do I have? Oh, Royal Knights came just in time. Perfect. That is so good. So they can come in here and rout off those Almohad Urban Militias. That's going to be perfect. The enemy general is trying to run away. It looks like I should be able to capture him. That's really good as well. Nice, nice, nice. This is going okay, I think. There is a second wave, essentially, that I do have to worry about, but I think this is going okay. Speaking of that second wave, I feel like these guys are basically just like taking out everyone on this side. So let's see. You guys try to get back in here and fight up against. Let's see. Take out these archers. Why not? Yeah, that should be really good. And what's really good is that I'm also capturing a lot of men as well. I've already captured 255 soldiers, and hopefully I can capture the general as well. Yeah, you go chase down the general. I'm totally fine with that. You don't do that. You chase down archers. Let's see, Murabit infantry. Yeah, javelin men. Go fight my infantry there. Royal Knights, you come down here and try to chase off these javelin men. So this has gone pretty goddamn well for me. These Almohad Urban Militia are still fighting, which is crazy that they're still fighting. Yeah, you guys need to break them, please. There they go. Now they're breaking. Perfect. And with that, I feel like that's most of the... Oh, I just said... Okay, there's still one more unit of full-strength Almohad Urban Militia. Okay, that's something to consider. So let's get some knights to focus on that. So I want my infantry to actually like stick them here and here. You keep chasing, and then you go here, and then let's sandwich these Almohad Urban Militia here and here. Take them out. Royal Knights, you chase down whatever you can. And then, yeah, that's enough chasing this way, so let's chase down this. And this is going very, very well. It looks like I might have been able to capture the last of the general's unit, which is perfect. Oh, man. This is what I needed to see. This is what I needed to see. Basically just like wiping out this entire... Ooh, camels. Yikes. Oh, God. Oh, no. It looks like the camels might actually beat this unit. Okay, retreat. Retreat here. I don't need to lose a unit of Royal Knights to a unit of camels. That would just be dumb, so... Try to get away, please. Try to get away. Come on. Now they are still bringing on some more camels, which I kind of surprised that they have this many camels. So let's kind of go back here, cut off the rest of these running away soldiers here, and let's try to regroup my forces a little bit, just because there's going to be a second wave here, and that's how the battles in this game really play out, is that you can get a break on the first army, on the first wave, do a lot of damage, but then you kind of get caught out because their reinforcements come on, and then your army is all strung out and not ready to fight. So that's something that you really have to be careful of. Because in this case, yeah, it's not like a really strong army that I'm looking up against, but, you know, it's strong enough, and you have to respect it. So let's try to get my forces, you know, lined up here as best as I can. Just like that, just as I was saying that, there's been a break in my forward units. They were a little bit, you know, they got ahead of themselves. They should return. If I can maybe rally them at some point, that would be nice. But yeah, they're going to run away for now. Now, the enemy army is really not much. They have, you know, Berber camels, desert archers, a bunch of archers, really. That's pretty much all I'm seeing right now. So I need to get my guys grouped up here. So let's see. Oh, they do have a unit of militia sergeants. Okay, that can be scary. So let's try to charge down these militia sergeants with everything that I have, even though they are armor piercing. If I just kind of swarm them. Ooh, they do have, let's see, militia sergeants, yeah, and urban militia. So let's try to swarm them and take them out. And then, yeah, spearmen, come up here, spearmen, just try to chase down and gang up on the camels. Actually, do I want to gang up on camels? I don't think... How about, are my guys running away? Oh my goodness. Oh no. Oh no, I have a break, I have a mass break. That's not good. Oh jeez, yeah. Because they're getting shot at by so many archers, you know? That's what's happening right now. They're taking so much archer fire from all of these archers and camel archers, you know. So that's what's happening right now. Yikes, yikes, yikes. That's not good. There is still a chance that my Royal Knights just kind of like beast mode this one and just win everything. So like in this case, these Berber Camels are fighting my 13 Royal Knights, and my Royal Knights obviously are losing that one. But if I can get my Royal Knights to chase, or, you know, stop chasing and actually turn around and fight here. And there also can be, you know, a lot of rallying for my own soldiers. Like these guys that are all in the back, you know, running away, they can potentially rally here. You rally, you rally. You know, that's something that I've noticed in this game is like, even though everyone's running away, like don't give up. That doesn't mean it's over yet. So keep trying to fight this. Let's try to save my men here. I have 6 Royal Knights fighting these camels. So hopefully these Royal Knights can come down and save this. You come down and try to fight these Berber Camels. Let's see, I'm chasing enough archers here. Like there's still a chance I can pull this off, right? Like you can see that my Royal Knights are super, super strong. Yeah, Spearmen, they rallied. You come back. Urban Militia, you rallied. You come back. And let's just keep trying to rally some soldiers here. And just like that, we were able to break these Berber Camels here. So let's just run down to these archers and try to kill them. Javelin men, you just keep pushing forward, try to go after these archers here. And then Royal Knights chase down these archers here and then here. And yeah, it looks like these archers are running away. We just have to chase down these Berber Camels. That should be good. So yeah, I definitely lost a lot of Royal Knights, and I'm really curious to see how many family members I have left after this, because I used all of them. yeah, I used all 7 of them in this battle, so I'm probably lost a couple, and I'm really curious to see who it was, because I'll admit I kind of lost track of which army or which unit my king was in. Yeah, I have no idea. In fact, let's see, where's my general's unit? So this is my general's unit, and there's only 8 men left in it out of, you know, an original 20. So, yeah, we'll see. Perfect. That's what I like to see. The Alma heads are now fleeing the field. I've been able to capture 629 of them, and I'm not going to execute them because I definitely want to make as much money as I can off of this. And with that being said, let's just keep capturing as many as I possibly can here. Like, guys, go, go, go. Don't give up. Try to get as many as you can before they flee off the field. Ooh, you know what? I did just realize that if my king survives this battle and, you know, then if I did lose at least a couple family members, then that's going to leave open some spots, right? That means there's going to be less than 6 heirs. And that means that my king, who is married and he has been this entire time, could very well, you know, have a son. And I think he just turned 50 during this year. So that gets a little bit dicey. If he has a son, that means he needs to live to the age of 66 before his son becomes of age. Yikes. That's a little bit scary for sure. So hopefully, if I did lose any family members, hopefully my king was one of them. And that's going to do. So yes, won that battle. Nice. Pretty good one for us. We did kill 676, and we captured 652, and we only lost 394. Really good battle for us. Really, really good stuff. So, yeah, there's the stats, if you guys want to read that. Looks like, obviously, my Royal Knights did very well. 44 kills, 52 kills, 78 kills, 65 kills, 78 kills. Let's see, 26 on this unit. And then, yeah, my rest of my army didn't really do much. My archers did okay, obviously. But, yeah, mostly my Royal Knights carried that battle. So, all right, let's see what happens here. So, Castile is now mine. Perfect. Ransom refused. What? Oh, interesting. Wow. Does that mean that the Almights can't afford that? Really? So, okay, all of those men are dead. Wow. Interesting. So I'm losing a princess. She became too old to become married. And this is what happens. A princess of a royal family has reached an age where she is no longer considered suitable for marriage. She has agreed to step down from her duties and take up less arduous pursuits outside of the court. So, sadly, there's essentially no use for a princess when she becomes, is it 30 or is it 35? I can't remember how old she has to become, but in any case. The Byzantines, they have good technology, good for them, and famine in Aragon. Just what I need is less money. God damn it. Alliance. Okay. I'm fine with that. A marriage proposal. Let's see, our princess and their royal line. Huh. Yeah, sure. Sure, I guess. Yeah, I'll be friends with the Italians. I'm cool with that. And then treaty canceled. Let's see. Oh, perfect. Nice. Okay, so the Spanish have remained my allies, and he has canceled his alliance with the Almohads. Oh, thank God. He suggests that fortresses are the key to a strong defense, and a strong defense allows a stronger attack. He will assist in this strategy. Let's see. The King of Poland, he has canceled his alliance with the Almohads as well. Perfect. Holy Roman Empire. He has also canceled his alliance with the Almohads. Byzantines. Same thing. They've canceled their alliance with the Almohads. Oh, nice. Nice. I have friends. I have friends. And okay, so let's see if the Spanish get involved now. Now, I don't think I should take this castle. It's only going to take 3 turns before it falls. So that's not bad. But I really think I should stick to the plan here. And I really think that I should just retreat back to Aragon and try to entice the Spanish to take back Castile, which was their home capital at one point, right? I really, really feel like that's the play. Like, try to get the Spanish pushing down, like, go down here. Try to get these 7 goddamn royal knights, like, all the way down into Morocco before I decide to backstab the Spanish and go for them. Or, on second thought, I could go against my plan, keep Castile, and you know what? Here's the thing. The Spanish actually do have a port here in Navarre and Leon and Portugal, which means that they can move their armies wherever they want. So this army here is not stuck here. The king, along with his, 6 other units of royal knights, they can go wherever they want. So if they do want to go to war with the Almohads, and please, 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 please do, they can do that. They don't have to go through me. If I keep Castile, they can still go around me. Sure, the geography is a little bit weird, but at that point, they can go around me, go into Leon, and attack into Cordoba and Granada or Morocco. They can go wherever they want. They're not stuck here anymore. Oh, you know what? That's not a bad idea. Now, in the 3 turns that I'm sieging this castle, because I don't think I want to attack this castle. How many people are in it? 168 men. Okay, that's really not a lot. It's a keep, so that is the 2nd tier castle. And if I do take it, if I do storm this castle, then what's going to happen is I get to keep it as a tier 2. Whereas if I siege this castle out and wait 3 turns, then it's probably going to go down to a fort, which is a tier 1. Yeah, that's not the worst idea either. Ooh, and let's look at my knights. So it looks like I did lose... This looks like I lost 2 family members at least. So who's left? Who's my king? Is he still the same guy? Yeah. King Sancho, he's the same one. So there's that, and that really scares me. That makes me think that he might give birth to a son soon. Because at this point, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, there's 4 princes left. And, ooh, you know what though? Fernando died. So my eldest brother is gone, and that leaves me... And Gark also died. Okay, well. So Gark and Fernando died, and that leaves me with my next eldest. When my king dies, would be Ferdinand. And who is Ferdinand? Ferdinand? He's a 4-star general. In fact, was he the guy that was commanding the army? Oh, he was. Yeah, he has 6 valor. Yeah, this is the guy that was the general of that army. Yeah. Yeah, he has 5 acumen, which is good. 4 stars, 4 dread. This would be a good king. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Yes. +2 valor, +1 dread, +3 acumen. This is who I want to be king. Ooh, man. Okay, so I really, really don't want my current king to give birth to any sons before he dies. He's 51. Oh, God. Oh, that's not good. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Yeah, I feel like there's still time, you know? Yeah, that's a little bit scary. So, let's see. I can go in here and, yeah, I'm probably going to do this. I'm probably going to fight this this siege battle here in Castile and try to take this province right away. It's a rich province. It's not going to show it right now, but, you know, it can make a decent amount of money. I think it has a good farm income as well. Unfortunately, its only trade good is a silk, which, thanks a lot. You know, I already have that. But you know what? I think that Castile's income is still pretty solid. Let's see. I'm finally in the green. I'm making 41 florins per turn now. Hallelujah. Jesus. Let's look at the glorious achievements. Yeah, so that wants me to just let me know what I can do to make points, and nothing has really changed here for me. Yeah, okay, well, that's an interesting development, and yeah, it gives me a lot to consider going into, my next episode. But that's all going to have to wait until next time. As always, I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and thank you very much for watching. I've been Conasep, and this has been Medieval Total War. Thank you very much, and goodbye.